Good morning, students. Welcome to our online class arranged by our head teacher, Shobadda High School. This is SKMD Jihadur Rahman, assistant teacher, Shobadda High School. Those who are following for a few days, you know that we have learned about the transformation of sentences according to the meaning. Today, I am going to another topics as it is the question number 6 for class 9 and 10. So all the students should watch this video and will be benefited. Okay. So today's topic is the voice. Today's topic is the voice. You have to change the voice. Voice are of two kinds. They are active voice and passive voice. Voice are of two kinds. They are active and passive. In your question, you have a direction how to change the voice, how to change the sentence into which voice. That means you have to change the sentence according to the directions. But when you only know the direction of the sentence, by knowing the direction of the sentence, you will not be able to answer clearly. So we don't know about the sentence by definition, but we have to know the structure of the sentence. It is very easy for you to understand. So let's have a look. There are some items, there are some tenses we have in your sentence. Then what will be do? Now you can see it. For present indefinite tense, the active structure subject plus verb 1 plus object. The structure of active for present indefinite tense, subject plus verb 1 plus object. Noun 2, subject plus am is are plus verb 3. Sometimes we can use, generally we can use by, but you have to use sometimes other preposition also, and then object. So if you know the structure of the sentence, then it will be easy for you to solve the question. But you have to only know the definition of the sentence. That means a verb is said to be in active voice when the subject does the action of the verb. This is the definition. But it will be no benefit to you. So we have to know the structure of the sentence. If we know the question clearly, then we will be able to answer the question smoothly. Okay? So first of all, we see some structure. Here are three tenses: present indefinite, past indefinite, and future indefinite tense. The structure of active: subject plus verb 1 plus object, subject plus am is are plus verb 3, or by plus object. In your past form, subject plus V2 plus object, and the passive form should be subject was, were as the to be verb plus verb 3 plus object. Okay. Future indefinite tense, subject plus modal auxiliaries. You know that modal auxiliaries are those shall, should, will, would, can, could, may, might, must. So you have to know it. Modal auxiliary plus verb 1 plus object. This is the active structure. And the passive structure, subject, modal, auxiliaries, plus be, plus verb 3, plus by, plus object. Okay. So when you have find in your sentence according to the direction, if the write in this way, change the voice, what will you do then? Then you have two tips should be followed here. First of all, you have to identify the subject, then verb. All verbs are here transitive one because transitive verb takes an object. So, first of all, you have to identify the subject, then verbs, and then object. Sometimes there is no object in the sentence. Then what will you do then? We have to take or use the object according to the meaning of the sentence or situation of the sentence. You have to take or use the object object, because every transitive verb takes an object. We know that intransitive verb has not any passive form. Okay. So first of all, you have to identify subject, then verb, then object. It's your duty, it's your work, it's your task. If you do not be able to find out these items or these things, it will be very difficult for you to answer the question. Okay. And tips number 2 or point number 2, you have to know the tense of the sentence. Which tense is this? And also know the structure of the tense. Okay. So now we are practice some questions, and we also at the same time we also know the structure of the sentence and how to change the sentence. Actually, this class is for 9 and 10 as the question number 6. There are 10 questions. Each question carries 1 marks. So this transformation of system, transformation of sentence is a topic which is very important for all level of students from 6 to 12. So all the students should watch these kinds of videos. Okay. Now we are going to solve the first question. She speaks English well. What is your first duty? Your first duty is to identify the subject, then verb. All the verbs are transitive here. If the intransitive verb are used, then they are working as the transitive. So find out subject, verb, and the object. If you don't find any object, you have to use the object as according to the meaning of the sentence. Okay. So the first question, she, here is the she, here is the subject here, and speaks is the transitive verb or verbs, main verbs. And here the object, you have to identify the object clearly. There are another word, it's an adverb. So the position of adverb should not be changed. They will be remain the same place. When you change the sentence, first of all you have to identify the sentence is active or passive. Only you have find that change the voice or written. What will you be do then? First of all you have to find out the sentence is active or passive. If the sentence is active, then you are going for to change the sentence passive. But if the sentence is given passive, then you have to change the sentence into active. But if the instruction or direction, change the voice. So you have to know the structure of the voice, which tense is this, which sentence is the sentence is active or passive. First of all, she speaks English well. Is the sentence active or passive? How will we will know? We will know from the structure. If we have in the sentence subject plus verb 1, subject plus verb 1, they are all present indefinite tense. And the structure subject plus verb 1, that means structure of active. So the sentence is in the active form. Okay. Now you have to know the subject, verbs, object, and also know the tense of the sentence, and also structure of the sentence is the active or passive. Now we are going to change into passive. So first of all you have to identify the 3 items: subject, verb, object. In your writing the answer into passive, first of all your object should be written first. Here the word English, and spend a few seconds is the word is singular or plural? Is the word is singular or plural? That means object becomes the position of the subject. So you don't need to know, you only to write the object beginning of the sentence. Then you have to identify is the sentence singular or plural. If the sentence third person plural, we should use are. If the sentence third person singular is second person always are, and only first person we use am. We use am. So student you will know it very easily, the structure of the passive subject plus any kinds of auxiliary verbs here for present indefinite tense am, is, are. Then the main verb is verb 3 and plus sometimes we use always we use by, sometimes we cannot use this word, this preposition, and then the subject of the active voice. So English as third person and singular number, so we should use is, not are. English is, and this is the structure verb 3. These verbs should be in past participle form. English is spoken well. The same position will be, the position of adverb will not be changed. Well, by her. But we don't know the passive by, only to use for by. All the time you cannot find this preposition. Every student wants to know or try to know if the sentence have by, then it will be considered the sentence is passive or not. You should find out in this way subject plus any kinds of auxiliaries. That means if you have am, is, are plus verb 3, then you will think that the sentence will be present indefinite tenses passive. Okay. So move on to second question. What is your first duty? First duty is to identify the subject, verb, and then object. So we go for that. First here we. Here is the, sometimes you can find there are more words in your subject positions. So then you have to find out the main word or head word, and you should also know the singular or plural forms of the words. Okay. We hardly found a true friend. We hardly found a true friend. Change the voice. Here we can easily find that subject. Where is the verb here? Is this one. So all the students remember that ending in ly, the words most of the time are adverb. So this word not be the verb one. So here is the verb found. We found. Here are three words in the object position. A true friend. So the main head word of the object is friend. How many friends? A. How the manner of the friends? True. Okay. So the main head word is the sentence is the word is singular or plural? It must be singular because we don't find any s or yes at the end of the word. We hardly found a true friend. Change the voice. First of all, we have to identify the subject, then verbs. Here is the word used as an adverb, found, and the object. So when you are going to write the answer of the passive, is the sentence passive or active? So students, you have to know it very beginning of the sentence. You have to know it clearly. Otherwise, it will not be possible for you to answer the question. Is the sentence is active or passive? If the sentence starts with subject, then it is the verb form of to. It is the verb form of to. Which sentence is this? Which tense is this? This is the tense subject plus verb to. Subject plus verb to, and it is the active form of the past indefinite tense. It is the active form of the past indefinite tense. Okay? So, the sentence is active and also the tense of the sentence is past indefinite. We know that when we change into passive one, we have to write these structures. If we want to change the sentence into passive, so first of all we have to write the object of the active voice, or you have to write the object. Okay. So punctuation mark should be a beginning of the sentence. You should use capital letter. Okay. A true friend. A true friend, and justify or identify which word is the head word. This is the head word, and is it singular or plural? If the word is plural, you should use where. If the subject is singular, third person, you should use was. Okay. A true friend, so we are going to use was. A true friend is singular was. Then the main verb should be in past participle form. You should know the verbs form. It's mandatory. It's your obligatory duty. It is your compulsory duty to know the form of the verbs. Otherwise, it is impossible for any learners to learn English. A true friend was, so the position of the adverb will be the same. Sometimes we use hardly always after auxiliary verbs. Hardly, then the past participle form, find, found, and it is the same form of the past participle. A true friend was hardly found by us. So the subject, when you use in the object position, then the subjective form should be in objective form. Okay. Question number 3. We should respect the elders. Change the voice here is another. Though the sentence is, we don't find out the tense of the sentence, but we have to find out the structure of the sentence. Should, this is the modal. This is the modal. Which tense will be future indefinite tense? We can find modal auxiliaries. So we can take the sentence is future one. Though it's the meaning of the sentence is another one. We should respect the elders, but by using this structure we have to change the sentence into passive one. Is the sentence active or passive? You have to. It is your first duty to identify the question whether the sentence is active or passive. Not by the definition. You have to know by the structure. Is the sentence active or passive? So here you can find that if the sentence starts with subject plus modal auxiliary plus verb one, then you have to take the sentence as active one. So here we is the subject, should modal, and the verb one, and then the object. So the sentence is active one for future. Okay. Now we have to change. Now we have to change into passive form. So this structure should be used here. First of all, we have to identify the subject one, the modal auxiliaries with verbs, main verbs, that is the intransitive verbs, and the elders. So first of all, you have to write the object of the active voice. ELDERS. So you don't know the words clearly if the head word is singular or plural. Here we don't need to know, but in another cases we should know the singular form or plural form. The elders here plural, so same model are used as the passive voice. So you don't change the model. The elders should. So subject plus modal, then extra be are used here for future indefinite tense, active to passive. Okay. The elders should be, the main verb is third form or past participle form, verb 3. The elders should be respected by us. So we move on for question number 4. Computer is needed everywhere. Computer is needed everywhere. It is your first duty. What is the first of your first duty? Is duty whether the sentence is active or passive. Then tips number 2, you have to identify the subject, verb and object. And when you are going to write the answer, you have to write the first of the object for active or passive. Computer is needed everywhere, so you have to identify whether the sentence is active or passive. Here is the subject, is verb to be auxiliary, and here need is the main verb, and everywhere is an adverb. Everywhere is an adverb. So here we only find subject and then auxiliary verb with main verb or transitive verb. There is no object here. What will you do then? You have to use the object according to the meaning of the sentence or situation of the sentence or condition of the sentence. Okay. So you have to use or take the object. So first duty, is the sentence is active or passive? What will you do? How can you know the sentence is active or passive? If we know the structure of the sentence, then it is easy for you to find out the sentence is active or passive. So have a look. Subject plus am is are plus verb 3. Subject plus am is are plus verb 3. So this word is not no use in the sentence. So only you have find in your sentence subject plus any kinds of auxiliary, that means am is are for present indefinite, was are for past indefinite, modal auxiliaries is another system. The computer is needed, and then the verb 3 form. All the sentences is considered that the passive one, not for the by. And everywhere here is the word and time of adverb of place. So you should not use as the object or subject. Okay. So you have to use a object, or you have to take an object according to the meaning of the sentence. Computer is needed. Computer is needed. Who needs computer? So people or we people or we. So we take the object as we or people. When we don't find any object, then we have to take object according to the meaning of the sentence. Is the sentence is active or passive? It is the passive form. It is the passive sentence of present indefinite tense. So the structure of present indefinite tense, subject plus verb 1. So is here auxiliary verb is omitted, and the form of the verb should be present form or verb 1. So we people need computer everywhere, and the same position. This is the last question for today. The habit of speaking the truth must be formed from the very childhood. Change the voice. Here you can also identify whether the sentence is active or passive. It must be passive one, because here we see that, here we can see that modal plus be plus verb 3. So the sentence must be a passive one. Now we have to change the sentence into active one. Okay. So if we are going to change the sentence into active, first of all we have to take the or know the subject, then verbs, and then the object. Here the subject position of there are some words are used. In the subject position there are some words are used. So which one is the head word? You have to know the head word of the sentence. It is very useful, or it is very important. Sorry. The habit of speaking the truth must be formed from the, here is another word, preposition start. That means they are the prepositional phrase. We don't find any word that are used as an object if we start with from. So we have to we have to use the object according to the meaning of the sentence. We have to take the object according to the meaning of the sentence. Here is the head word of the subject, habit. Is it singular or plural? Though here it is needed, but you have to know it. It is singular. And the preposition are start, so all the words are giving the information about the habit. And verb after beginning the preposition, so here no words are used as an object. The habit of speaking the truth must be formed the very childhood. So who will form the habit? And it is the passive form. Who will form the habit? People or we. We then have to use modal auxiliary, the same modal. We must, and the verb should be present one. We must form. And then the subject of the sentence, habit of speaking the truth, speaking the truth from the very beginning. From the very childhood here. So there are two sentences. We don't find any preposition by. So you should not recognize the sentence passive by the preposition of by. So you should know the sentence of passive by the structure. Okay. This is all for today. Thanks for watching my video. Allah Hafiz.